Lovable just rolled out this massive update where they introduced GPT-5 to their Lovable platform, so now you can build using that. And in their demo video presentation, they actually tried to rebuild a GPT-5 itself in Lovable, so they made a clone of this. And today I thought that I'd do a clone of a popular website, so I'm going to go to Landbook and find a website that I like. So I'd say this one is pretty cool, and there's a few ways to actually do a clone of website, and the first one is actually take a screenshot and ask it to do the exact replica of this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say replicate clone this site exactly this site's hero section exactly as it is. Color the black, and now let's send it and see what it comes back with. So this is the first result that we've got from Lovable creating from our prompt. Doesn't really look like, obviously it had to try to build this from scratch. It's not ideal. Yeah, definitely not something that looks like this. So the next strategy to build is actually to bring it over to Figma using plugin HTML to Figma. That's what I'm going to do. So just capture this, and then once you're in Figma, just open it with the plugin HTML to design here, and just move the file that you just downloaded into Figma. And here there are a few steps to do that, to transform it, which I'll quickly do, and then I will copy the code and bring it over to Lovable, and we'll see how it compares to that versus. So the first step is just to get rid of all of the vector elements because they can be uploaded later. Get rid of all of the images, the vector elements. Yeah. So just remove this as well. We have all of the button here is okay. Let's get rid of all this arrow as well. And of course the logo, which we would say that logo type goes here. As you can see, it all is not like out layout, so it's all messed up and shit. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of all of the outer section on this side. And now what we can do is make it smaller. Go to the plugins, and this time we use Figma to code instead of code to Figma. I'm going to click HTML. You can see it all looks. The font, let's change the font to be Inter. I don't want to change that. I'll just prompt Lovable to use Inter. So we're using Figma to code. Well, let's do this. And let's just copy the HTML here and go to Lovable. And there is a simple prompt for that. So what I'm going to go back here. I'm going to say take this bad code and turn it into a responsive hero section. Use only Inter as a font. And I'm just going to paste the code in here. And let's just send and see what it comes back with. And here's the result. As you can see, it doesn't really look exactly like the reference site. But now for the third version, for the third try, let's try my favorite way, which is actually bringing a Figma layout file to Lovable. So as you can see, the two previous options didn't look exactly as they should be. This one maybe a little bit worse than this one. This has some animation, some interactive elements, maybe a little bit more closer to the original design. But for the third option, let's actually try my favorite way, which I will go to Figma community. So in this Figma file, I'll just click on this. And then there is a community file here. And here in the community, I can type landing page, and just basically go and see what kind of styles that I like for my personal website. Let's say if I'm building something for myself, I would just go and scroll if there's any colors that I like, if there's any styles that I like, and I then would just click on it and try to duplicate because everything here is absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything. You can just click on it and then you can just copy it to your account and start using it. So yeah, just like this, I'll scroll through these and see if I like something. I think this linear app style collection is pretty cool, so let's just open it in Figma. There's a lot of different websites that looks pretty cool from what I'm seeing here, and all of it is free. So once I open here, I can click collections and see if it built with auto layout. As you can see, everything here, it seems like it's built with auto layout. So now what I have to do is just select any of it. Like for example, maybe we can select this one, or we can select the reflect one, or let's try with linear one. So what I can do is I can duplicate it so I don't mess up the original and the admin doesn't get mad. As you can see, it's not perfect auto layout, so you can find better one. It will be much better, but there is some auto layout, which is great. So I'm going to cut everything. I'm going to get rid of all of those unnecessary stuff. We're just going to do the hero section, because once we do the hero section, we can apply the same logic to bring the rest of the sections. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to make sure it's just a fill, not an image. So I'm going to get rid of the image, get rid of the stroke. And now what I can do is just remove this icon as well. Again, Lovable is not transferring the SVGs, so we have to work with just this. So now what I can do is just click plugin, click Figma to code again, select this. As you can see, there is some element here that I'm not seeing, showing me some. Oh, we have radical something. Oh, it's the top. Okay, let's just do it. So we can select this and let's just copy the code. Go back to Lovable, click Lovable here. We're gonna paste this code, and by the way, I have only 15% of the batteries, so it's better be quick. And now I can just copy this and paste that on the top here. So the same prompt, so it's pretty equal, pretty fair. Take this bad code and turn it into a responsive hero section. There we can. I think it uses enter, so we don't have to specify that yet. I'll just send it. And as you can see, this is the result that we've got. It is much closer to the reference that we've provided. It has all of the text, all of the fonts, colors, and images. Not yet images, but yeah, the placeholder for images. So this was the best way to bring your sites to Lovable. And yeah, let me know, what do you think about GPT-5? Is it worth it to pay for GPT-5? And if you tried it, let me know. Thank you.